Everybody. I wanted to talk to you guys about how did I have such a strong relationship with God. The first time I've ever had gone through depression and I had went through a lot in my life. I had a lot of obstacles moving from state to state and learning how to adjust from there. You know, for me, it was a tough thing to deal with. I grew up in South Carolina, raised over there, and then coming to Louisiana. Coming and living up north and then coming all the way down south was a very hard transition for me. So as I grew up and coming as coming out and trying to make new friends and trying to live a better life for myself, it was, to me, I had to look for and other things to make me happy, because at that time when I was living in Louisiana, I was very depressed. I was looking and searching for all the things that I could have to find my calling in what God wanted me to do in my life, and that was a soul searching thing for me. So I had to realize, what was God calling me to doing. I prayed about it. I started looking towards the cross and started realizing to myself what exactly was God really calling me to do. And I remember how it made me feel inside, and all the things that I had coming into my mind, and just realizing that, hey, God is going to work it out. And sometimes when you're going through things in life, you start doubting yourself. You start fearing what is going to happen. But for me, what motivated me to come to Christ even more was the fact that nobody could be able to understand how I felt more than God Himself. And so by the time I started moving out from Louisiana and just creating that whole chapter in my life, I started realizing to myself what was most important was that no matter what I was doing in my life, God was going to be the center of my life. And that's when I started building a stronger, deeper relationship with God. And it just started, like when I was really young up until now. And so now coming across and living the way I did as an adult, it had made me realize the importance of having a better foundation of learning about Christ and what He has done for my life. It grew so important for me to the point where I ended up, coming to my friends and that I had met at the college that I started going to. At the age of 26, I went to Mid-America Christian University. I studied there, and I started realizing to myself my relationships with Christ was and the people that came across and God had placed me in my life were going to be the people that were going to support me through that journey that I had. So I realized up until that point on that the love that I was going to get was from the people that I had made friendships with. So that's when my faith grew deeper into Christ. So people say that the Holy Spirit works in so many different ways, but my faith grew stronger when I started turning less towards the society, materialistic things in this world, and I started realizing to myself what was most important, and that's what my center of God. He was going to work it all out for me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and take care now.